Doku has been phenomenal this season. Once again, the magic scouting power of Pep and Man City has struck again. With Mahrez leaving the club last summer after a very successful 5 years at the club, it seems as though City have once again found a diamond in the rough in Jeremy Doku. Man, it's international break and Doku is in the headlines again with his masterful performance against Azerbaijan. He had it all, the dribbling, the finesse, and of course, the assists. It's genuinely so satisfying seeing his class on an international level and not just at Man City. Speaking of his performances at Man City, well, that performance against Bournemouth 2 weeks ago was special. 1 goal and 4 assists. Now, let's look at some key stats for Doku from the game. Besides the goal and 4 assists, Jeremy completed 4 take-ons, the most in the game, and had 12 touches in the opposition box, also the most of any other player on the pitch that game. And it wasn't just his attacking that shone. Doku also ranked first for duels won in the match with 6. He also became the youngest player ever in Prem history to record 5 goals and assists in one match, and also the youngest player in Prem history to get 4 assists in a single game. And here comes the biggest stat of them all. Drumroll please. Doku has more goal contributions in that one game against Bournemouth than Anthony had the past 8 months. On a serious note though, Doku is one of the deadliest 1v1 players in world football, and if I am Jack Grealish right now, I would be shitting my pants. No, Doku is who he has to compete with for a spot on the team. But I think with Pep liking to switch things up a lot, Jack Grealish can come into the games when maybe Man City are looking to control the game, because Grealish is good at keeping the ball and keeping the game ticking. We can't lie here. But back to Doku. Doku came into the Premier League as one of the most raw players in the world. The way he just effortlessly turned people inside out with his dribbling is most of the reason why City bought him in the first place. A young, exciting, flary winger that can take on his man and create opportunities for others and for himself. I think we've seen this story before, people. The quality of wingers Man City have had within the Guardiola era, the likes of Sané, Sterling, Mahrez all leaving the club as legends of Man City. But back to Doku. The output of which he is producing is outrageous. He already has 15 chances created, and you know when City bought him this past summer, they weren't really expecting crazy output, considering he only got 6 goals and 2 assists last season. But it looks like he's adding that to his game, and it can take his game to world-class level. For example, take a player like Vinny Jr. I remember around 2019-2020 when Vinny Jr. had become a laughingstock and was considered a flop because of his lack of end product. But then what did Vinny do? He added that to his game, and he is now arguably top 5 wingers in the world right now. And the reason I compare the two is that having a player that has raw talent and ability like Doku and mix that with a bit of end product like Vinny has, you get a deadly player who, in my opinion, can make a name for himself as the future of football and even reach the heights of Vinny has within the last few years. And under the guidance of Pep, there is no doubt in my mind that he's in the perfect environment to become that. That said though, Doku still has a long way to go in terms of decision making, but he's really young, and like I said before, with him being under the guidance of Pep Guardiola, he will succeed at Man City and make a name for himself as a City great, or maybe even a legend. And with that being said, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe because best believe we are here to take over.